Good morning. Welcome to the Word Experience this morning. I'd like to bring an encouraging word to every one of us, especially if you're going through a challenging season in your life. James chapter 1, verse 3 and 4, the Amplified Version says, "Be assured that the testing of your faith through experience," it says, "produces endurance, leading to spiritual maturity and inner peace. And let endurance have its perfect result, and do a thorough work, so that you may be perfect, completely developed in your faith, lacking nothing." This scripture says that challenges come into our life. God allows challenges. God allows the test in our lives. One, it says, so that we might be completely developed. The end result is that we are completely developed in our faith, lacking nothing. A strong faith is the life that has gone through different kinds of challenges and difficulties, and in that process developed experience. In that process developed endurance. It produces endurance. In that process there is maturity. In that process there is an inner peace, even when you're going through the storms of life. That endurance leads to the point where you become perfect and completely developed in your faith. People always pray, "Lord, give me great faith. Lord, give me great faith." It doesn't happen out of the blues. Great faith is developed through the fire. Let's put it that way. I was thinking about the man named Joseph in the scriptures. Joseph had to go through a lot. His brothers threw him into the pit. He was rescued and sold to some slave traders. From there, he found himself in Egypt, where he was a servant and a slave. And he began to do well. But then his master's wife picked on him. He ran away, and he was accused of something he didn't do. Ended up in prison. That is from one challenge to another. But did God ever leave him at any point? No, not at all. We realized later on that Joseph became the prime minister in the land of Egypt, and through his position was able to save his father and 70 members of his family through a period of famine. Yet in all of this, God was with Joseph. There was an end product. There was an end result. Joseph became a perfect, matured, spiritual man, that when his brothers came, he didn't have any problem at all in forgiving them of the heinous crime they committed against him. They repented in their heart. His father was overjoyed to see him after several years. Finally, what I want to say is, whatever you're going through, there is good news at the end of your trial. There is good news at the end of your test. There's good news at the end of your challenge. Don't give up. It will produce in you great faith. It will produce in you maturity. It will produce in you a level of endurance that you wouldn't have gotten anywhere else. And then spiritually, you will lack nothing. Think about these words today. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Create in me a clean heart, oh Lord, and renew